Hello, Highlanders at home on Zoom. I'm going to pause our recording, but the video is going to continue on. We're going to start promptly at 2:30. We can't wait to see you.
Mic check. Do you hear that on Zoom?
Oh, I see my friend.
Here, so nobody messes with it. Be there just a couple minutes. Listen, I gotta leave. I gotta go to be ready in the other room.
I had audio on the test, but for some reason I don't have audio now. Do you hear me?
No. I can.
I was going to say, if you heard me, then it wasn't me talking in the radio. So I'm going to try one more time from the mic.
Mic check. Do you hear me on Zoom?
All the hard work you put in, what hard work? Right.
It's just not pulling it in. You have to be right here for it to pull it in. They're gonna have to be on the mic. That's okay. Spotlight. I need to find a spotlight. 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 Where's the spotlight? Miss Dolan. Direct me to the spotlight. Yeah, I have, yeah, I mean, I'm on yours. I've got it in here. I appreciate it. Thank you. She's coming over to fix it. It makes it so that whatever's in the center of this is what's seen. I'm gonna switch places.
Check.
We'll be starting shortly with the town performance by the chorus, so very going to bring the speaking voices out so the minimum for statement. We're going to do this give it to see before you're really combined with the forward to the flag.
Can't hear him.
So, it's thank you for being on.
Doesn't matter.
Let's give another round of applause to our student performers. This is a great turnout. We I want to thank everyone for being here today. I'd like to tell my principal of Dunedin Highland Middle School. And this is our big event to try to honor our 8th graders this year in this most unusual school year. So I thank you all for your attendance. I also want to thank the folks that are here on Zoom as well, who are here to join us. And then I hope that the audio issues have been worked out so that we can all be a part of this ceremony. So I want to thank you all for being here. I do know that we have some space down the way if some of you need to spread out a little more, feel more comfortable. But it's nice to try to start having some face-to-face events again to be able to celebrate our students the way that they deserve to be celebrated. So I want to welcome everyone to our testing, temporary outage there. Today we will be recognizing outstanding Highlanders who've excelled in their classes and represented DHMS with respect, excellence, and pride. Your teachers have a great deal of Highlander pride for the work that you've been able to do this year, especially under the circumstances. This has been a challenging year for all of us. If we think back to starting the school year with less than half of our students on our campus, think of all that we have accomplished this year. Some of us had to learn virtually for part of the year. Some of us had to learn simultaneously. Students had to master a new platform in Canvas, and so did their teachers. Students had to be separated in their classrooms. They had to be separated in the cafeteria by plexiglass. 6 feet of social distance was the rule. We received laptops for all students and distributed them to them in October. Some of our schedules changed in October because we had to bring more students onto campus, and students changed their learning options. In January, even more students returned to school and the campus started to come alive. We started to be able to collaborate. We started to be able to work in groups. We had a successful track season with 3 county champions. Our band and orchestra resumed live performances. We brought all students on campus for FSA and EOC testing. We did it all while wearing masks and washing our hands. The days we are living in now will be talked about and studied in classrooms all over the world for generations to come. You and your teachers have overcome challenges remarkably, and we are all stronger for it. You're living through times that are changing our world. And as leaders, you will have a big say in how our world will look in the coming years. I encourage you to continue to develop your academic and leadership skills to change the world. Congratulations to all of you. You are the top of the class at Dunedin Highland Middle School. And so I'm going to now turn it over to the teachers. Last year, we learned that a very special thing with our virtual awards is the teachers were able to give the awards themselves. And that was something that the teachers took as very special and took the part that the students took as well. So we will be bringing teachers up here. Some of them so they can be heard on Zoom because some of their masks are very thick. They are our first row students. So some of them may remove their masks when they speak and then they'll put them back on. The students have had to last through, I think, 167 days at this point wearing masks. So parents, I hope that you can keep a mask on just for 60 minutes so that everyone in the room can remain comfortable. Because some of our online learners have returned today to receive awards in person for the first time. We want to make sure that they feel comfortable as well. So I thank you all for respecting that. And so I will turn it over to our first set of presenters, and we will move through the program. Thank you. It is the MMI team.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jennifer Timmons, and Miss Amato, wave your hand. Miss Barbella, and I teach MMI, and I'm going to be presenting the awards to our students today that are in 8th grade that we are so proud of and we are going to miss tremendously. The first award goes to Ruby Salazar for excellence in language arts, and Ruby has improved about 500% since she started here. The next award goes to my sweetie, Stephanie Cruz Kanjay. Stephanie, come on up. There she comes. Over here, baby. Look at this girl. I'm so proud of her. She's done so good this year. Miss Barbella, do you want to present for the online students? Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and do our kids that are here, and then Miss Barbella can do our online. So the next student, this little girl's been in my class 3 years, and I don't know what I'm going to do without her next year. Aaliyah Wanjibet. Come on up, Aaliyah. Good job. The next award goes to Jose Pena. We are so proud of this young man. He has great things ahead of him in the future. Come on up, Jose. And this one's for language arts. Okay. The next young man is named Jabari McCoy. Come on up, Jabari. Look at how handsome he is. Jabari has the award for excellence performance in math, and he has done a great job. Like a piece of my heart's leaving with these kids this year. The next one is Angel Linares for performance in math. Good job, Angel. And not only has Angel done super in math, he was also our reflections winner for his artwork at the district and state level. The next one is Yuridia Pena Quintero. This is for her awesome work in science. Okay, next we have a young lady who is getting an award in social studies, Hannah Johnson. Hannah, it's so much fun to have in class, and she has done great work. Congratulations. Hannah.
Thank you.
Okay, the next one is another social studies award. This is for Baylin Zongwa. Baylin, come on up. Baylin has become such a role model friends. We don't know what we're gonna do without her next year. Okay, the next one is for academic excellence and unique skills class, and that goes to Fidel Max today. Give it a tip, man. Get out. Okay, we have another award for academic excellence and unique skills, and this one goes to Uridia Pena Cantera.
Woo! Uridia!
All right, Uridia. There you go, baby. Okay, next we have another award for a unique skills, academic excellence for Aaliyah Winfrey. Come on up here, man. Good job, good job. Okay, the last one I have is for academic excellence in science, and that goes to Jose Pena. Come up here, man. Good job, Jose. All right, I'm gonna hand it over to Ms. Barbella.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Diane Barbella, and I have the privilege of having the students all day long on the virtual MyPCS. So they have me all day for all subjects. And it's my pleasure to congratulate the students that I nominated for 8th grade academic excellence, starting with Joey Riley. No, my students don't feel comfortable coming in, so I want to congratulate them. And I also have the privilege of having my students for 3 years, so I really get to know my students and their families. And Joey has grown tremendously. He's a wonderful young man, and I know he'll go far in high school. Way to go, Joey!
Woo, Joey!
We're in our bowling season now, so Samantha, this is for your academic excellence in science, and I wish you well in high school. Francisco Lorenzo Clark, and he's also at home today. Francisco,
We're super proud of you, Francisco.
he's grown a lot, and I wish you well also in high school. Keep up the good work, Francisco. And for excellence in language arts, I have Jocelyn Ross-Asquith. Jocelyn, will you? Okay, Jocelyn. She's also a wonderful student. She's so enthusiastic. She's full of pep and enthusiasm in all the classes that she just warms my heart, and she's a joy to have. Thank you, Jocelyn, for bringing all my dreams.
So I'm representing Miss Flannery, who was the track athletic coach this year. And she is unable to be here, so I'm going to read what she told me to say. that this year was an unprecedented year in many aspects. One of them being middle school athletics. We initially thought we could potentially have all sports. Then we went to no sports at all. And out of nowhere, the head of athletics at the district made the call that track would happen. We had less than 1 week to put together a team and train for our first meet. All of our track athletes rose to the occasion. Although we had limited preseason training, we had athletes placed at districts, move on to all county, and even placed there. I want to take a minute to recognize those athletes. Please come to receive your award. Giselle Rivera placed second in the 100 meters at district. She placed second in the 100 meters at district with a time of 13:18, and second place in districts with a throw of 7:36. And the all-county champions, that means all the schools in Pinellas County. I was so happy to see her, and she placed second in discus with a throw of 71.5. Very good. Congratulations. Herbert Killing. I'm so happy to see him receive this award. He placed first place in the 400 meters at districts with a time of 58.62. At all county champion, he placed second. These guys are going to be great in high school. And last but not least, Logan Orton. Oh my goodness. I want to tell you, if you have never seen this young man, you should see him. He played first place in every single team. Since he's been at her school. In the 60 meters race with a time of 5.01, making a record, okay? And as the all-county champion, Logan placed first in the mile. He always places first in the mile. And so it's just amazing to watch him. He likes people. And I'm so happy and excited that he was a part of the leader, and all our athletes are going on to great things. Thank you.
Next up, we have our language arts teachers, Ms. Myers, Ms. Knight, and Mr. Milo.
Hi, everybody. First of all, these 3 awards were so difficult to give out because I had so many students who were worthy of them. So my first award goes to Miss Madison Anderson. We're lucky that this is an attendance award because I don't know if Miss Madison would have qualified. Thank you. Right, second, I have Mr. Jacob there. Leon cracks me up in class. If you want to know why, just ask him what he thinks about Chicago. All right, and lastly, Mr. Evan Lechinsky. I don't think that he could make it today, but he's one of my online students. He really persevered this school year, and even though we only saw each other through a screen, I feel like we really made a connection. So that's why I chose him. Thank you. like to recognize has been consistently amazing all year. I can count on her to be in class, ready to go every day. She is willing to work with several different students on group projects, acting as a leader and trusted individual in her team. The other students often look to her as an example. A student who deserves recognition in the area of language arts is Madeline Bates. I'll use a simile to describe the next student. She's like a steady river, calm and collected, yet flowing with thoughts and ideas. Even though she is soft-spoken, never bringing attention to herself, she quietly hops around the room, helping her fellow students understand complex material. It brings me joy to see her confidence in language arts growing. She even raised her hand voluntarily this week. This student is none other than Melanie Roberts. Persevering through the struggle of online learning, the student has shown dedication to his academics. I can always count on him to be present, both physically and mentally. Even though he has been remote all year, and I've only met him once, I'm proud to call him my student. His immense self-motivation is enough to commend him. David Trail. This next student cultivates a warm and bracing presence with every piece of insight she offers. I enjoy listening to her politely disagree with the other students while still offering a fresh perspective on the current text. Her creative writing skills are beyond her years. Fluid poetry flows through her veins. Our Juliet Denasia Santana. Showed a passion for literature. He immerses himself in whatever we are reading, providing thought-provoking insight into the characters and concepts of the story. His creative writing pieces, as well as his analysis of the text, are never boring. He's the one and only our Romeo. The final student I'd like to recognize loves to be an opinionated, outspoken member of our English 1 family. She completes assignments effectively, seemingly effortlessly. During our Socratic seminars, she never shies away from a friendly debate, usually connecting ancient texts to modern day relevancy. Thank you for being an integral part of our class, Carmen Jarrett. Ismail.
Hi, I'm Bob Milo. I teach the Center for Gifted Studies, English 1 honors, 8th graders taking a high school freshman course in English. It was a tough decision to try to narrow it down to 3. I have a very strong group of writers and readers. Of course, they had Mr. Coder in grade 7. And Kathleen Early, grade 6. Strong backgrounds. I would match these 3 8th graders against any 9th grader in the entire county. They are ready for 10th grade English. Miss Camille Galora. From online, it just is a real scholar. The quality of his work Shea on the board. Last but not least, the Golden Chair. Thank you. Best wishes for all of you.
Next up, we have our math department, Mr. Marrero, Mr. Petty.
Okay. So the things I value most in a student is they try their best, they strive for excellence, and they have an amazing attitude. And the three students that I picked, first one is Peter Jackson, truly tried his best in many ways to improve so much as a student this year. I see so much growth in him. All right, Alyssa Marshall, she always strives for excellence and pursues an understanding of lessons. To pursue understanding lessons, always kind and helpful. Some of us are not natural listeners. Always kind, amazing attitude and effort this year. I never got to meet you. I don't know if you're here, but Ryan Wells, if you're here, congratulations. I pre first. I am Mr. Kenny. My first award is going to go to Christian Contemplati. That's one of your This is a student who made a complete switch on me, coming from my algebra class to my pre-algebra, and he has succeeded immensely and scored 100 on almost all of his assignments. Congratulations. And my next award is for somebody very, very special. Never has any questions, always has the right answers, always willing to help out. And it definitely shows our hand in the way of respect, excellence, and pride. Isabella Trejo Cruz. Next, and I hope she's here because this will be the first time that I meet you. I have an online student who is constantly doing the right thing, being an excellent peer, always on the live lessons, always submitting her work on time, asking questions, being involved. It's an excellent person. Maya Barnes, are you here? Okay, the next three awards are for my algebra on honors classes, which is a high school credit class, very tough. So my first award is for the kid that doesn't get this day. This is my second year as a student. So I guess we instill the basics of this person, very rightly so, as this year he's completely shining with me and gets some of the best in class, always willing to answer, always there, and very respectful. George Petrosky. This is for somebody with extraordinary dedication and exceptional performance, as well as superior dedication and her performance this year, Kathleen Bias. And last but not least, my online student, which I had the pleasure of teaching last year face-to-face, and this year with the pandemic, who is an online student, but very rightly so, always attentive, always asking questions, responding, being a leader in his classroom environment, and getting great scores. Very proud of this award for the data. Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Russell, if you guys don't know.
Before I start the awards, the first thing that I always try and do, and will always do the day I die, is express my gratitude to each and every one of you guys that whether you receive an award from me.
Thanks for letting me know, everybody. The whole time I thought, wait a second, that doesn't sound like very pronounced, but I do have somewhat of a pronounced voice, so take two. First thing I always do anytime we ever do an award ceremony like this is take a moment to say thank you. That goes out to each and every one of you guys that had the pleasure of having me as a teacher, and that also had the pleasure of carrying me when I felt like I couldn't get out of bed comfortably. When I couldn't do two people's jobs, whether it was in person or online, or when I couldn't find the energy that is so very much the way I do my job, which is give 110%, 85% on top of that to be the best I can possibly be. This thank you goes out to a lot of you guys here, whether you know it or not, and those of you guys in the bleachers, whether you heard from me or not, some of you more than others, some of you not at all. It doesn't mean that I don't count on you each and every day. You make my job easier because of the work that you guys put in. So without further ado, let's talk about some people that I'm recognizing. Mr. Ricchetti mentioned how there was a certain individual that never asked questions. I think it's fitting, let's talk about somebody that asks a lot of questions. Giselle, give me a heart, come on down, girl. Now, her classmates are giving her thumbs up as she's walking back, and she knows I'm saying that coming from a place that she's asking questions because she wants to know more. She wants to be great at what she does, and it was evident every single day. And sometimes I'd be telling her, you got that one wrong, own it. But I think the world of it, and I'm pretty sure she knows it's in it. The next person that we're going to talk about is a gentleman that didn't ask a whole lot. He just showed up, did his work every single day, and he handed it to me. There's this thing called Canvas where we're supposed to upload stuff. He's like, nah, I'm all set on that. I say all her hand goes to a heart. Come on. Then there was one of my online students, and her name is Cheyenne Cabanas, her name is. I'm not sure if I'm going to have the pleasure of her showing up. I count my blessings that I do. I'll throw it here. I surprised her one day and I bought her some ice cream because we had this competition and we won that competition. And she thought I was kidding when I said that I'd bring ice cream to each and every one of their doors, even if they were online. And I said, no, I'm going to remain true to my word. And sure enough, I showed up with ice cream in hand and I said, thank you very much. It was part of the reason why we won. So I'm winning this year and she's a big part of that as well. So we'll go ahead and hold on to this program. Speaking of online, if you can't tell by some of the sentiments I've shared already, there's a certain individual that although she did come back,
She really kept me going on that because I thought to myself, did I do enough? Did I do a good job today? Was I that good of a teacher? And she really confirmed those basically day in and day out. And that person is Avery Cummings. The next individual that I'm going to call up, he scared me at first. I'm not going to lie. He's stressed out about everything. And I thought, oh man, it's going to be a long year. But somewhere along the way, this gentleman found his groove and he never looked back. And while he was doing it, he left a lot of people in his dust. I'm taking a moment to tell him, and I'm going to say it one more time. I'm in awe of you, sir. You rocked it. Gabe Pagano, come on, there. Some of you guys are getting mad. They're like, who's going to talk a lot, isn't he? It's my moment. Next, another online student, her name is Danielle Peters. You could come, yeah. All right. Now, as she returns to her seat, let me talk about the experience I had with Danielle. I don't think she turned on her mic with me at one point in time. She may have had her camera on when we did tests, but that girl used the comments on campus and asked for direction and clarified things. It was so wildly detailed and accurate with everything that she did. Girl, you rocked it too. Now we're moving into geometry. I closed off geometry honors for those in STEAM, and I talked about algebra honors for CGS. Now we're going to talk about geometry honors in CGS, and my first person I'm going to call on down is Spencer. Now, as he returned to this seat, he probably got away without me talking too much about him, but I just wanted to enjoy the moment. And here's what I have to say about him. Everybody knew he was great at what he was doing. You didn't have to ask me for confirmation, and it didn't take long for me to figure out that he was great at what he did too. The questions that he would ask, the things that he would think about, they pushed me to be a better educator. So I thank you for your work, sir, and thank you also for pushing me to be the best I can do. And there's one that probably won't think that they would get an award from me, but believe it or not, she's a really good student, despite what she thinks. Sarah Fletcher, come on there. Now, what she added to my class is she already took an individual that loves what he does and loves to share the humor and love that he has for the job that he has, and pushes me to be more of who I am. We exchange with comedic retort here and there, but what she'd also exchange with is here's another egg, here's another egg. She wouldn't express it that way, but that's what it would be. And lastly, a young gentleman who, again, all I saw from this young man was excellence. I saw it in math competitions that I've seen him in 6th, 7th grade, and would have been 8th grade, but thanks, pandemic. But day in and day out, he was a superb student, and that gentleman is Brian. Thank you again very much.
Next up, we have our science department.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. Students doing great, most of you. The following students were selected based on their consistent level of high achievements, participation, positive attitude. These students were engaged with our science material on a day-to-day basis. Students chosen to win the award demonstrated a high level of mastery throughout the entire year and showed true understanding of our science content. What impressed me about these students specifically was their curiosity. You know, the good scientists are always questioning and wondering how and why the world works, seeking to explain the experiences that we all share. These students frequently demonstrated this ability and passion. They frequently or regularly participated by answering high-level questions, not only posed by or tests, but their own questions generated from their curious spirit. Their presence brought a positive energy to the classroom. They are kind, respectful, and diligent students. It's my distinct pleasure being their instructor this year. The 8th grade Physical Science Honors Awards go to the following students. Acosta Dorotea. Kirk Simoneri. And Evan Latin. Good afternoon. My name is Mr. Volker. This is my first year here at Dunedin, and it's been a challenging one. Science is something that should be a hands-on activity and a cooperative one, and unfortunately, we were reduced to a lot of solo activities at the best this year. With that said, I had a few students that definitely rose to the occasion and kept me going throughout the year. The first one that I would like to give a word to is Elvis Jehui Espanol. Elvis was always helpful. My first period, just gave me any last minute things set up in class, and he put thought and effort into every question he answered. The next student I want to give an award to is Fernando Dominguez. Fernando's in my 6th period class, which is my last period of the day, and it's a challenging one for all of us. Usually we're all tired, and a lot of times Fernando just kept the momentum going. And then the last student, who's one of my online students, is Amari Ham. I'm not sure if he's here today, but he did a great job of constantly trying to be tuned in every day and made consistent efforts to try and improve his work. Hello everyone, my name is Mr. M, and I'm just realizing that this is what it feels like when I ask a student to come to the front of the class to present. So I'm shaking right now. I'm a new teacher for my first 2 months here, and I've been trying to talk to my students and tell them that don't let teachers stop you from learning. Meaning if I ask you for something, you can always feel free to go above and beyond. And I do notice that. So these are some of the people, some of the students that have gone above and beyond. This student, the first one is a student that is still learning the language, but still is going above and beyond, putting 3-4 times the effort to meet the standards and to meet what I'm asking of them. Wilfred Yasser Toribio Brea. Thank you, Wilfred. The next person is a student that if he gets a 99, he'll say, what can I do to get the 100? Every time. So for always striving for perfection, Javante Phillips. And an online student that epitomizes what I just said about if I ask you to write 3 questions, she'll give me 5. If I ask you to write paragraphs, she'll write 2. Samaya Barnes.
teacher just to remind that we are taking 6th period for the work ceremony. Please hold your 6th period students the rest of the day to the morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I had to adjust the mouse. Now I'm ready for science now. All right, so I'm speaking on behalf of Ms. Emery. There are 3 individuals she would like to bring attention for their efforts in class. The first person, and I can speak loudly to the curiosity that this young man has and the passion that he has in his studies, which I know undoubtedly translates to mathematics, and certainly science. Carter Timmons, come on down. The next person that Ms. Emery would like to recognize, I can speak greatly about because I have her twice in the day. She's always near and dear to me. Near in the fact that she's about 2 to 3 feet from my seat at all times because that's just where the desk is. She is always early on everything. She's always working ahead. And if she's unsure whether she's doing it right, regardless, she's going to ask and she's going to do it even better than it was before. Christina Alves. And the last individual is an online student, and that gentleman's name is Arthur Alpart. While he returns to his seat, a couple of shout outs I'd like to give for him and why he's going to be receiving that award. What I see from that gentleman, because I also had him for 2 classes like Christina, is the effort that goes into everything, the quality, the checking in with why did I lose this point, why did I lose that point. It's not okay to just have an A. I want to be the best A that I can be. And if that's not recognizable for excellence, I'm not sure what it is. So shout out to you, Marcy.
Next up, we have our social studies department. Hello, hello. I'm Dr. Bergstrom from the Center for Gifted Studies, and I lead scholars on an exploration of geography and world history in pre-AP world history and geography. The following scholars breathe life in their examinations of the past. They have developed into incredible, critical, and creative thinkers, assessing evidence of the past with great care and open-mindedness. Their work has always been their best, and they were exemplary among their peers. I'm so proud of their efforts to understand the past, and I'm so excited to see how they will make the future a better world for us all. So I'd like to congratulate my outstanding scholars in pre-AP World History and Geography to Jacqueline Sherrill. Louis Catan. And my online scholar, I adore this kid. He is the first to reach out for questions, and his willingness to be part of the class while he's at home was heartwarming to me all year. Timothy Gotti. I'm very proud of you all. Congratulations.
Willis. I teach the STEAM section of the pre-AT or history and geography and civics. We'll begin with civics. My first acknowledgement goes to Javion McNair. Thank you. Answering questions and being a true leader in the classroom. Thank you. Second acknowledgement goes to Jacob Johnson. Jacob came. Achievement Award goes to Yassel. Yassel is the epitome and now on to create the world history. These students came into this class not knowing they were taking the high school level class. So the first award goes to Renee McNeil for providing the next student I've had the pleasure of having for 2 years as a civics student and now as a creative world history student. Damaris McKinnon. And the offering recipient is Shai Cabanas, but it's with us. Shai went above and beyond every assignment, every activity, every project, and we'll hold on to this and give it to her.
And kind of a change 7 weeks ago, and a lot of students have dealt with it. I really appreciate it. This was a couple that came out here at the very top every day. Felicia Andrews. Brian Mendoza. The last one, Joseph Delacruz.
Next up, we have our reading teachers and our ESOL teachers.
Good afternoon, I'm Mr. Ricker, reading teacher. These three folks I would like to say they stay committed and dedicated throughout the year. And we have Fernando Dominguez. Joseph Delacruz. And Leticia Lewis. And well done to all of them.
Good afternoon,
afternoon. I'm Mrs. Litton. I'm the ESOL and the other 8th grade reading teacher. I wanted to award some reading awards to some outstanding students. This young man, he was just midway through last year, straight from Puerto Rico, and has acquired English at a remarkable rate in his reading skills at pace. First one is Juan Lena. And the other student is David Reyes. I also teach ESOL classes, and I've had some of these students for 2 and 3 years. So they're very near and dear, and I would love to give them up as 8th graders. I want them to know. But nevertheless, I wanted to give some awards to some students who showed amazing excellence in their English acquisition. They worked above and beyond to be academic scholars. The first one is Fernando Dominguez. The second one, I've had this girl since 6th grade, Bernice Tumor. And the third one, my online student, I've had also since 6th grade. I love this young man, Giselle Toribio. Thank you.
So it seems as if I understand it person here. So I have 2 awards for Abbott, 3 awards for Abbott, Malaysia and Jones. Malaysia. Leah Bourne. Anisha.
Next up, we have Coach Pelican with his PE awards.
Yeah, hi everybody. My awards for high academic achievement. I chose these students. I felt like they were performing at level 4 and maintained it where they were able to actually teach other kids and have an impressive role. First one I chose was Giselle Uehab Rock. Okay, second I have Lucas Gatan. Third, I have Brian Wells. And fourth, I have Caitlin Ragland.
Next up, we have Dr. Williams with his technology award.
Just want to say that I'm very lucky to teach such a magnificent group of young men and women. I'm pleased to present the tech awards this afternoon. Every day I really feel that I'm a lucky man because every day I can teach these students who are smart, funny, entertaining, unique. They definitely put me on my toes. Before I read the award winners, I want to say that these were very difficult choices because I've got so many brilliant students. This student is one of, if not the most conscientious and hardworking students I've ever had the pleasure of teaching. She always strives for more, and I admire her tenacity. Her perseverance will serve her well in the future. There's no telling how great accomplishments are still in store for her. I'm proud of her, and I'm anxiously await an update on the stellar accomplishments she makes in the near future. She scored one of the highest scores on a very challenging self-expert test, 809, and carries the designation of Microsoft Office Specialist and Microsoft Office Expert. I am pleased to pronounce the Tech Superstar Award to Amy Malley. This student is very tenacious, and I'm honored to applaud him. He always goes after more and more complex certifications, working very hard in the process. I admire his work ethic and tenacity. He once had a question about his certifications and contacted the company directly, 1-800, which was impressive at age 12, 13. Out of Utah, 1-800. Yeah, I was really impressed about the perseverance and courage that it took to do that, to proactively reach out to check on Microsoft certification. What a great young man. This young man holds the designation of Microsoft Office Specialist, a Microsoft Office Expert. I am pleased to present the Tech Superstar Award to Arshia Allen.
Thank you.
This student has a very tenacious, hardworking student. He goes after certifications aggressively. Scored the highest score I've ever seen in Celtics for 910 and 18 out of 1,000, which is incredible. It's a very challenging certification. I know that this student has the ability to do whatever he wants to do as he continues to grow. He moves through these very challenging certifications seamlessly and holds the designations of Microsoft Office Specialist and Microsoft Office Expert. The only limitations for this student are the ones he may impose on himself. No one else can contain him. I am pleased to present the Tech Superstar Award to Abi Shred. All right, thank you guys.
Hello, I'm Mr. Schreiber. I'm the art teacher here. And as far as it was to just choose 3, I managed to do it. So before I change my mind, and I get Renee McNeil, Alicia Marcio, Ryan Christopher out there. And I'm missing when I go to high school. But that's the way it works. Yep. Thank you.
Hello again. So Nina Caballos could not be here. She is housing 6th and 7th graders in her classroom. So she asked me to present the awards for Spanish 1, 2, and 3/4. to those who excelled in the area of Spanish. For Spanish 1, we have Nolan Kerr, Mary McNeil, and Jacob Buckley. For Spanish 2, we have Maxi Damani, Amy Hyatt, and Marcia Alcor. And for Spanish 3 and 4, we have Jocelyn Garcia, Addison Essex, and Soriana. Come on down. Congratulations.
I'll try to keep this short and sweet, but I am the new theater teacher here, and I'm super, super happy to be here, even though it is the year of the World Panorama. So I'm happy to announce these amazing students that did so many, people that are so open to different parts of arts and just like ready to go and try something different. I'm just so proud of you guys. Some of you I'll see next year at the high school. And those people are Addison Kennedy, Ethan Dias, and Robert Buster DeLay. And you're in line to do this is for you.
I have the pleasure of announcing the awards for Advanced Academics. It's a required course that really rounds out our program on a lot of different levels. Anything from a study hall to social emotional skills research for high school and college presentations and the like. And we've got some really, really fun kids in that class. The best part is I get to see some of these students twice a day. And that's a real, real plus for me. Emily Payne Johnson. Caleb Stanziano. And my scholar, Hollis Rukowski.
Next, we're going to move on to some special awards. So first up will be the CGS team.
Hello, everyone. Dr. Bergstrom again. All right, so every year we feel it is only right to celebrate the efforts of students who may be dealing with academic struggles, challenges, social struggles, challenges, and they rise above that adversity and showcase tremendous intellectual ability, stamina, and talent. And the CGS team wanted to award Strom McQueen. The next award that we are going to introduce to you is the Highlander Pride Award. While Academic Pride takes the majority of our award ceremony today, the faculty at our Center for Gifted Studies nominated three students from our 8th grade class to receive the Highlander Pride Award. The criteria for this award focuses on selecting students who display displayed outstanding character this school year. Highlander Pride Award winners represent characteristics that embody professional disposition and school pride, and it's with great effort that we present the Highlander Pride Awards to Kuhn, Nice Mommy, and the also charming Jacob Bentley. Jacob Bentley. Thank you. Thank you, Jacob. Congratulations, scholars. Yes. Oh, and this is my sweet spot. So I do want to recognize those students this year who participated in an academic competition during a global pandemic. What is that all about? National History Day is an academic competition that has been in existence for about 12 years at our school location, and this year our scholars rose to great feats, given the challenges that were presented to them, whether they were online or in person. And I wanted to recognize those scholars who participated at the district level. We do have scholars that participated at states, and we also are delighted to have students go to the national level of competition this year, even though it is virtual in design. So I would like to recognize Amy Marcosi, Leah Lynn, Sophia Coder, Xavier De Leon, Can I just say a little bit about you real quick? This guy had an amazing website and decided to go to districts, didn't do anything to it, ended up placing in districts. That is the kind of talent that we have at the center. So it's come on now. We can start presenting our school at states this year. Lauren Churchill. Savannah Jagadinsky. Susan Bacalorsi. The divine Jacqueline Cheryl. Equally divine Leah Park. And equally divine Emery Hunt. These three young ladies, they won a special prize at state competition. Remember, it's a Holocaust Education Award. I'm so proud of them. And then these four young ladies there went a national competition. We have Zoriana, Lydia Lee, Sarah Fletcher, and Avery Williams. These four young ladies, they have a fantastic performance on the White Rose. I'm so excited to take them to national competition in June. So we will let you guys know what the results are. Thank you so much.
We are getting down, excuse me, we are getting down to our last few awards. We do have students that have to ride the bus. So in the interest of time, we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. We are giving right now the awards to the Pride Awards. The Pride Awards are given typically in 5th and 8th grade to students in each core subject area. At Dunedin Middle School, because of our two unique programs, we give 2 sets of the Pride Awards. So the Pride Award for our students in the STEAM program, our Pride Award for, I don't have the subject area here in front of me, do I? I want to make sure I'm on the subject area. Our Pride Award for language arts, Canadian Santana. For got kind of awards. There are 5 of them, so let's hold the applause until then. We'll bring them all. Here's bigger donations, bigger donations. In math, Giselle Viegara. In science, Jacob Johnson. In history, Asael Hernandez Tovar. And in world language, Noali Amizana. In the Center for Gifted Studies, we also have 5 scholars. Language arts, Sophia Decoder. Math, Lydia Lee. Science, Diana Lopez Camargo. History, Olivia Wynn. And world language, Amy Mullins. And those are our Pride Award winners. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Next category is the Pile-Wise Awards. And the Pile-Wise Awards are given for students' outstanding achievement for African American students in Pinellas County schools. And so we have 4 recipients for the Pile-Wise Awards from Dunedin Middle School. Again, please hold your applause. We'll bring them all up as a group. Giselle Ukiagara, Olivia Andrews, Bernice Tua, and Charles Howard. Congratulations to our Pile-Wise Award winners. Our next category is the Maria Edmonds Awards, which are given to outstanding scholars that are Hispanic scholars. And so our Maria Edmonds Awards, again, please hold your applause to the end. Bring them all up as a group. We have Logan Thornton, Tyler Kyoko, Madeline Rivas Omeo, Ana Kelhas, Isabella Trejo Cruz, Luz Acosta Doroteo, and Asael Hernandez Tovar.
When Michaela started her 8th grade year, she transformed into a whole new student. She matured immensely and has a new, more positive attitude. She has excellent grades and is loved by all of her teachers. We're so proud of the growth that we have seen in Michaela, and we know that she'll go on to do great things moving forward. The turnaround student, which is the student we've seen the most growth in from 6th to 8th grade, and I know she's so embarrassed right now, is Michaela Gibson.
Okay, I'll be presenting the Citizenship Award this afternoon. There's a young lady here at Dunedin High Middle School who's deeply involved in many different school activities to include track, basketball, Principals Multicultural Advisory Committee, also known as PMAC, the Parent Teachers Student Association, and the National Junior Honor Society. In addition, she volunteers to help her community by cleaning up parks and hosting various events at the public library. She consistently makes principals lists, demonstrating her continual academic excellence. She is an all-around terrific person who never falls short of being positive and helpful. Among her many accomplishments, she is a Microsoft Office specialist and currently strives for her expert certifications. She's a leader among her peers and always influences them in a positive way. She always has a smile for everyone and exudes positive energy at all times. It is with great pleasure that I present the Dunedin Citizenship Award to Giselle. Okay, this was a tough choice, but after surveying teachers and discussing the teachers, we've decided on the Turnaround Achievement Award for this year. This young man has worked very hard to accomplish his goals, and it is with great pleasure that I announce the Turnaround Achievement Award. Ryan Mendoza. Thank you, Ryan.
All right, honor roll. You know this is a big list. And I did not wet my whistle before we got started here. Oh, some of you know you're going to come up. Yes, okay, so we are going to try our best to get through this amazing list of scholars. If you can just please hold your applause so we can get through this. And students, if you can come up, and we're going to line you up. Okay, and if you don't end up getting your award right now, we'll make sure you get it before you leave today. Do you understand? Let's do this. All right. Lutz Esmeralda Acosta Montillo, Doris Arusha, Christina Alves, Naoli Anazaga, Timothy Bobby, Susan Bacalarsik, Elevator, Gianni Blanks, Jake Levins, George Berklich, Kyla Butler, Lauren Churchill, Maddox Cody, Carson Kramer, Craviota, Mejia, Colby Crew, Ingrid Cruz, Stephanie Cruz, Alexander Davidson, Sophia Decoder, Javier De Leon, or Xavier De Leon, I'm so sorry. Joseph De La Cruz, I didn't say that all year. Fernando Dominguez, Malcolm Dupuy, Addison Essex, Camille Pilar, Caitlin Gaius, Anita Hayden, Ariana Hamani, Asael Hernandez, Zella Hogan, Charles Howard, Emily Hunt, Megan Hunt, Savannah Jagosinski, Ruby Joy Hernandez, Addison Kennedy, Ryan Kissinger, Ethan Kuhn, Diana Lopez Carmichael, Lola Malaysia, Lillian Malone, Sol May, Keegan McKee, Darius McKinnon, Javion McNear, Ariana Mitchell. Look at this line, awesome. Maya Mole, Farrah Moore, Carter Timmons, Olivia Wynn, Jaslyn Monte Vesquez, Kate Pagano, Brianna Palmer, Leah Park, Emily Payne, Yuridia Pena, Brooklyn Penton, Juan Panula, Curlin, Danielle Peters, Ryan Hugh, David Reyes, Joseph Riley, Madeline Rivas, Samantha Rodriguez, Hollis Kowski, Leonard Sita, Kirk Timonera, Wilfred Toribio Rea, David Trejo, Bella Weisberg, Jacob Wentling, Connor Whitcomb, and Olivia Wolf. Check this out. Here goes. When you received your award, wave to your parents and go back to your seats. There you go. Yes, we'll make sure we get your certificates, guys. We promise. This is a great problem to have, isn't it? So many scholars receiving the certificate. It's amazing stuff. I'm going to start announcing the principals list. Just kidding.
Okay, guys, we're running low on time, so we're gonna, I'm gonna read the names. These are all the students that have received the Microsoft Office certifications. We know 144 so far to date, and 22 Microsoft Office specialists, 3 Microsoft Office experts. So when I call your name, please stand up. We're gonna get these awards to you after the ceremony. Abid. Ajitesh. Alex Rosino. Alex Davidson. Amy Mallier. Ankit. Marcia Alcorn. Ashton. Kate. Please stand when I call your name. Caleb Stanziano. Carter Newman. Daniel Peters. David Reyes. Ethan Kuhn. Giselle. Hershey. Hubert. Jacqueline. Jake Levins. Lauren Churchill. Leah Park. Leighton Skeet. Leilani. Leonard Cito. Logan Thornton. Lucas. Todd. Malcolm. Nathan Crabb. Neil. Tyson. Ryan. Hugh. Ryan Katawa. Sarah Fletcher. Spencer Dayton. Timothy Babby. Tyler. Kyoko.
Delion, Zari, Zoriana, and that is the end.
All right. Wants to give the person's list. We're going to bring the students up so we can get a photo op. We will give them their certificates later because we have 9 minutes left until the bell rings. So our principals list, we want these are students that made all A's for the first 3 marking periods of the year. Archibald, Avery Armanis, please come on up and line up in front. Jorge Baltazar Pedraza, Miguel Vasquez Guerrero, Washington Pucciaretti, Christopher Davey, Robert DeLay, Nice Damani, Sarah Fletcher, Isabel Hardy, Audrey Page, Hannah Johnson, Hershiko Kwong, Lydia Lee, Anna Lee, Amy Malliard, Amika Marcos, Zoriana Nishinska, Anna Kalpas, Tyler Kiyoko, Jacqueline Sherrill, Abington Matrilla, Bernice Chua, Giselle Diagara, Aliyah Wanchabi, and Bailey Zongwa Ramirez. Let's round as always. Students, we have certificates for the interest of time. We will get into the ceremony, okay? You may have a seat.
Congratulations.
All right. Now we come to a very special award that showcases the overall excellence, not only academic excellence, but outstanding character over the course of their 3 years in middle school. It is called what we like to call the Fab Five, but the King Lot Scholars. These scholars represent the epitome of a scholar, excelling in all subject areas, leading with charisma and humility, and for us, serving the gifted center in ways that embolden the quality of our center. These students are often found mentoring their peers, participating in academic competitions and other personal extracurricular activities, all while producing work products that push the academic ceiling of our magnet program. The selection process was very meticulous and required great deliberation. However, 5 8th grade students were selected to represent our King Lot Scholars for the 2021 class. Please congratulate, and if you can come up, that'd be wonderful. If you can hold your applause, that'd be great. Lydia Lee, Amy Malliot, Zoriana, Ms. Olivia Wynn, and Sophia Decoder. I know you're on leave. Congratulations. We also have a pod for our student program. Hello again. Our Fab Five for the Senior Academy are Giselle Bezara, Brian Mendoza, and Bernice Chua, and Asael Hernandez.
And parents, thank you for sitting through these. I know the pictures are not always fun, but we have so many scholars, and I'm so happy that we were able to celebrate them live in person. We have 400 something in school day. Your parents are welcome to take your children with you at this point, and we want to have a great weekend and a great school year. Please,